The Veiled Image at Sais by Friedrich von Schiller, 1795, translated in 1866 by Sir Edward Bulwer Lytton. The Veiled Image at Sais. A youth whom's wisdom's warm desire had lured to learn the secret lore of Egypt's priests, to Sais came, and soon, from step to step of upward mystery, swept his rapid soul. Still ever sped the glorious hope along, nor could the parched impatience halt, appeased by the calm answer of the Hierophant. "What have I if I have not all?" he sighed. "And givest thou but the little and the more? Does thy truth dwindle to the gauge of gold, a sum that man may smaller or less small possess and count, subtract, or add to still? Is not truth one and indivisible? Take from the harmony a single tone, a single tint take from the iris bow, and lo, what once was all is nothing, while fails to the lovely whole one tint or tone." They stood within the temple's silent dome, and, as the young man paused abrupt, his gaze upon a veiled and giant image fell. Amazed, he turned to his guide. "And what towers yonder vast beneath the veil?" "The truth," answered the priest. "And have I for the truth panted and struggled with a lonely soul, and yawned the thin and ceremonial robe that wraps her from mine eyes?" Replied the priest, "There shrouds herself the still divinity. Hear and revere her best, till I this veil lift, may no mortal born presume to raise, and who with guilty and unhallowed hand too soon profanes the holy and forbidden, he says the goddess, well, shall see the truth. And wondrous oracle, and hast thou never lifted the veil?" "No, nor desired to raise." "What, nor desired? O strange and curious heart! Here the thin barrier, there revealed the truth." Mildly returned the priestly master. "Son, more mighty than thou dream'st of, holy law spreads interwoven in your slender web, ere light to touch, led heavy to the soul." The young man, thoughtful, turned him to his home, and the sharp fever of the wish to know, robbed night of sleep, around his couch he rolled, till midnight hatched resolve unto the shrine. Stealthily on, the involuntary tread bears him, he gains the boundary, scales the wall, and midway in the inmost holiest dome strides with adventurous step the daring man. Now halts he where the lifeless silence sleeps, in the embrace of mournful solitude, silence unstirred save where the guilty tread, called the dull echo from mysterious vaults. High from the opening of the dome above came with a wan smile the silver shining moon, and awful as some pale presiding god, dim gleaming through the hush of that large gloom. In its wan veil the giant image stood. With an unsteady step he onward passed, already touched the violating hand. The holy and recoiled, a shudder thrilled, his limbs fire hot and icy cold in turns, as if invisible arms would pluck the soul back from the deed. "O miserable man, what wouldest thou?" Thus within the inmost heart murmured the warning whisper. "Wilt thou dare the all-hallowed to profane? No mortal born, so spake the oracular word, may lift the veil, till I myself shall raise, yet said it not. The same oracular word who lifts the veil shall see the truth. Behind be what there may, I dare the hazard, I will lift the veil." Loud rang his shouting voice, "And I will see! See!" A lengthened echoed, mocking, shrilled again. He spoke and raised the veil, and asked thou what unto the sacrilegious gaze lay bare. I know not, pale and senseless stretched before the statue of the great Egyptian queen. The priest beheld him at the dawn of day, but what he saw or what he did there befall, his lips revealed not. Ever from his heart was fled the sweet serenity of life, and the deep anguish dug the early grave. Woe, woe to him, such were his warning words, answering some curious and impetuous brain. Woe, for her face shall charm him nevermore. Woe to him who treads through guilt to truth.